Hello, welcome back. Thanks firstly for all the encouragement and the responses that I've got since I've launched this video series. Really appreciate your valuable feedback and for the inputs that have come over these days. Coming to today's video, it focuses on a very important dimension, a dimension or an element which has its presence in discussions which I've had with various professionals, and this question or this particular topic focuses on managing workplace politics. Yes, you heard it right, managing workplace politics. So when I use the word politics, some of you may have possibly said or thought to yourself, politics, oh what a dirty word. So when we hear the term politics, unfortunately, there happens to be some level of negativity attached because of whatever reason. However, let me tell you that politics is a part and parcel of every organization and entity. So if any of us are looking to identify an organization without any level of politics, it's like searching for a planet which doesn't exist. The fact of the matter is, every organization has politics. What differs is the intensity of it. So some organizations have a mild level, some have a moderate level, some may have a high level of politics, and some may have a level which is absolutely repulsive. Now, in this scenario, how do you manage yourself in such a scenario? And coming to managing politics, what's most important is first understanding the political landscape of an organization. I have seen a lot of professionals and executives who mention to me that, John, I don't play politics. Of course, I'm at the receiving end a lot of times. And I believe that it's my performance and work which would take me wherever I need to go. And I tell them, yes, that's one part of it. And I also accept the point that you may not want to involve yourself in politics. However, you don't understand what's going around you, it's definitely going to be counterproductive for you. In today's perception-driven work culture, or in organizations, most of these entities where there is some level of politics happening, ignorance can never be bliss. You need to be aware of what's going around. You can't just shut your eye and only focus on your performance. You do that, unfortunately it may not lead you too far. Like this very famous saying which Chinese philosopher Confucius mentioned is, straight trees are the first to be cut. So being honest is great. However, being aware of the political scenario within your organization is imperative in case you want to climb up the ladder. Now, coming to organizational politics, there are two elements which are centric to this dimension of workplace politics. One is the element of power and two is the element of influence. So for every professional and executive, it's imperative and significant for them to understand who are these power centers within the organization and who are the key influencers within the organization. And building a rapport with these centers of power as well as influencers is going to be extremely critical. Also, what we need to realize is we do have a choice, as I earlier mentioned, to get involved or not get involved. You can be neutral. However, understand that there is no way politics can be decimated out of any organization. We have to accept the fact that it would exist whether we like it or not. Many professionals I speak to, they decide on making a flight to another organization because the work culture in the previous company involved a whole lot of politics. And then they realize once they move on to a new company, things are not too different there as well. And in certain organizations, what I've seen, the political culture, it's a top-down approach. So what the top leaders display is what everyone else in the system follows. So these are factors which no one can control. So either you keep yourself in it, be neutral, or keep yourself out of it, which definitely is not the right approach. So my suggestion, having coached executives, having been in the corporate scenario myself, is you may or may not want to get involved. You may or may not want to get into the wrestling ring. You may want to stay away, be neutral. However, the mantra or the point for you is to be aware of all the happenings, understand who are the key people in the organization, do maintain relationships with them, and at times you will realize, or you must have realized, that in a political conflict in the organizational level, there may be two sides, or there may be two leaders who may be against each other. In such a scenario, please refrain from taking sides, because you take a side of a leader. I know in certain cases you may not have an option, however, you have an option. Please don't take sides, because you take a side and you end up on the losing side of the political battle. It's going to entail a great amount of collateral damage at your end. Most importantly, before I end this video, take everything coolly, which is extremely important. Please don't get reactive, because I've seen a lot of professionals, a lot of executives get extremely combative and reactive when the workplace environment gets too charged up. Losing your cool and getting into conflicts or arguments is not going to hold any good. So most importantly, manage your cool, accept the fact that politics is everywhere, and in the midst of this, make your career in the organization. So these were some points. I hope that it would be helpful, and I would request, just as how you've liked all my previous videos, please do like and send in your feedback. Thank you very much for your time.